In early 2024, we decided after a number of years of living in the US to pack everything up, sell everything off, and move halfway around the world to Japan. Our bonsai nursery in Nashville, Tennessee had been a lifelong dream come true, but something was just missing. And with the birth of our daughter in 2021, we started to think about the future for our family and for Eisei-en Bonsai Garden. Ultimately, we decided to sell the inventory, the garden, the house, pack it all up, including our German Shepherd Momo, and fly to the other side of the planet, trading in 10 acres of land in Nashville for a tiny eighth of an acre plot in the ancient Japanese cultural capital of Kyoto. I sure hope we made the right decision. Back in early 2024, after making the big move to Kyoto, we started the process of searching for the perfect piece of land for our house and the bonsai garden. It had to be big enough to accommodate both while still being located within the city limits. Luckily, we found the ideal spot in the northeast corner of Kyoto. Just the right size, conveniently located near the train and subway stations, and within our budget. We then set out to negotiate a fair price, met with the sellers, signed the contract, and immediately began the process of hunting for the right architecture firm to design and build our future home. In Japan, one can either choose a large homemaker company for this process, or one can opt to hire a more local design firm known as a komuten. We wanted to keep it as local to Kyoto as possible, so we opted for the latter. This overall process in Japan is a little different than the US in that several architecture firms will create unique floor plans free of charge in a bid to win the contract. This of course means that you as the buyer have the opportunity to see several designs and make the decision that's best for your own needs and wants. And for me personally, it gave me the opportunity to indulge my inner kid who at one point wanted to be an architect, tossing in my 2 cents on each floor plan. Ultimately, we chose to go with a komuten called Desao, which was founded in Kyoto around 60 years ago. Their homes have a uniquely warm, natural feeling, blending traditional Japanese aesthetics with modern quality. The decision to hire Desao ultimately came down to a few key factors: the quality and feel of their homes, their impeccable customer service, and of course, the design that they came up with for our particular house was a perfect blend of traditional Japanese with aspects of modern design, comfort, and convenience.
It's very cozy.
Very nice.
ここは全部京都風の木材を使ってますので、多分定則的にこんな感じがお好きかなっていう、
そうですね。
こういう針がね、
そうですね。
で今回は針もね、ちょっと古風的なもので、ね、ますので。
Shane, do you like it?
和室はこんな感じでね、小上がりにしてる感じでね。
こんな感じ。はい。こう削る。
The architect who we hired for the project is Hirata Sensei. He runs his own separate firm, but is contracted by Desao for larger home designs. We were impressed by his ability to take our somewhat odd ideas and consolidate them into a usable floor plan.
だから構造にすると、こう癖が一本一本の木によって変わってくるんで、
はい、これ色は、
はい、
もう本当にもうオイルだけつける。
いろいろありますで、まずね、これ無塗装ですよね。
はい、
無塗装で、まあ、当然全部の木にも無塗装ありますし、でそれが金額的には、まあ、無塗装なんで一番 どちらにしても安いね。で、その上に塗装をかけるんですね。で、一つはオイルみたいな、染み込ませて、こう、クリア系ね。と、色つける塗装なんです。茶色とか。
Dazao also has several in-house interior design coordinators who assist with the fine details of the build, from the wall textures and colors to the bathroom tiles to the types of wood used in various areas throughout the house. Our particular coordinator, Nakamura-san, is perhaps the most patient and detail-oriented person we've ever met. Each week, we meet with her at the Dazao office to pin down the design, and each time she provides a detailed printout of our requests. Thus far, not once has she made a single mistake on anything. It's a level of service that I've never experienced before, especially coming from the US. And honestly, even by Japanese standards, it's extremely impressive. In addition to working with Dazao on the interior, we also spent time visiting several kitchen design companies, from Panasonic to Lixil to our favorite company, Cleanup. Cleanup is not such a popular company outside of Japan, but it's well known here for its use of stainless steel building components and natural stone countertops. The company blends modern and traditional Japanese elements, which fits perfectly with the style of our future home. One of the more interesting aspects of designing a home in Japan is searching for the right toilets. If you've ever visited Japan, you'll know just how enjoyable the toilets are here, from the heated seats to the various washing functions and plethora of buttons. These toilets don't come cheap though. Take this one for example, which runs a cool $3,200 USD. After visiting various toilet makers, we opted to go with Toto, perhaps the most well-known Japanese brand. Their designs and features were the most fitting to our personal needs.
Can you open it? Pick it up. Do you like that one?
No.
No? You have a different one?
Okay, let's go. Mama.
By the way, this spaceship-looking toilet will run you a lean $5,000 USD. With the design nearly complete, we'll be breaking ground on the project in early November 2024, followed by the building of the surrounding bonsai garden. By the way, I've slowly been acquiring bonsai for the Eisei-en Kyoto collection, including this unique Bunjin Japanese red pine, which was featured in a recent Bonsai U episode. The collection will feature mostly bonsai of some provenance or historical significance, and will be displayed in a unique setting around the house. Speaking of which, I've also finished designing the garden and am currently working with several garden building companies in Kyoto to receive quotes and feedback. The garden building companies include several that maintain famous gardens in Kyoto, like Tofukuji on the southeast side of the city. It feels pretty surreal to be so close to breaking ground and making this garden a reality. Stay tuned next time as we visit Momo at the Police Dog Training Academy and start the construction process on Eisei-en Kyoto Bonsai Garden.